Tonight, Robbie and Helena open up about Harry Potter and why these may have been the roles of a lifetime.
Welcome, Harry, to Diagon Alley.
Ruby is Hagrid, a big man at more than 8 feet tall with a personality to match. How big an outfit is it to get into?
It weighs about 110 pounds, I guess. There was no way around that because it just had to look absolutely right.
Do you like Hagrid?
I do like Hagrid, yes. I mean, he's the sort of... that's a very good question, actually. No one's asked me that before. Do I like... Yes, I do like Hagrid. He's a big, decent sort of bloke.
Hagrid!
Oh, hello. Sorry, don't wish to be rude, but I'm in no fit state to entertain today.
We know about the Sorcerer's Stone.
J.K. Rowling had said that Coltrane was her first choice to play the half-giant, that his acting brought a subtlety necessary to the character. With all the fans that these books have and the films, do you feel an enormous responsibility to get Hagrid right?
Yes, I did feel an enormous responsibility to get Hagrid right, but I also think everyone else did, you know. And I'm talking about the Sparks and the woodworkers and the construction people, everybody, because they're all parents too. They'd all read the books to their kids. I think everybody raised their game. And you look at the cast list of all the people we've had over the 10 years, you know, it's just the absolute who's who of British acting. It's been extraordinary. It's been an extraordinary experience for everybody, I think.
One of the later additions to that who's who of British actors, Helena Bonham Carter as Bellatrix Lestrange.
I mean, she's got serious mental issues. She's a sociopath, basically, or even a psychopath, I don't know. Or she definitely takes pleasure from pain, which makes her, you know, definitely very, very sick.
Betty?
Bellatrix has been a Potter fan favorite since she was introduced in Order of the Phoenix.
It's great fun to play because I just go to work and, you know, it was amazing to be paid for, you know, over a period of 4 years to go to work, be paid lots of money to wait around and, you know, and play a witch and be really naughty.
In the final film, there's a pivotal scene at the end of the movie. A final fight during the Battle of Hogwarts with Ron Weasley's mom, something Carter says fans will look forward to.
Well, we had a duel, and wand duel. It's a bit like fencing, but without actually making contact. But it was really hard work, and me and Julie we definitely needed the chiropractor after, because it's very easy to throw your shoulder out.
We won!
Carter's not one to hold back, and when we asked her to tell us a secret from the set, well, she opened the floodgates.
I did a wee-wee, don't tell anyone.
Seems after giving birth to her daughter and returning to work, her bladder wasn't what it used to be.
I'm barely able to stand up, let alone jump around screaming. Bellatrix screams. Now, anybody who's had a baby, you'd know that if you scream, you just had a baby, nothing's, you know, everything, you know, it's Niagara. I did 25 takes. Well, I just thought, you have no idea what's happening down there. Larry, you did ask me.
Carter's played many quirky characters over the years, but said she has an affection for Bellatrix and her time on Harry Potter.
I loved it. I felt it's been a real privilege and an honour to be part of it. And to be part of something that's just so stimulates the sort of mass imagination across the world of children is, you know, and to feature in people's imagination. I always feel that's, and to even, you know, that it's in some way exciting for them.
From the wizarding world on the screen to the wizarding world of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Florida, where in the past year millions of Potter fans have gone to get an up-close look at where Harry and his friends called home.
It's great you can walk around, there's snow on the rooftops, be able to take short sleeves. It's brilliant. Just seeing all their faces, they're just in awe of it. I think it just shows to us how much it means to people.
We asked James and Oliver Phelps, better known as Fred and George Weasley, to give us a tour of the park. From Dumbledore's office.
The actual books on here are actually all detailed in about wizarding matters.
To Ollivander's wand shop. Perhaps this.
Cheers.
To getting a butterbeer.
We're in love with you.
And as you can imagine, the fans took notice.
It's quite funny, like when we're walking around here earlier, like people just coming up to us and talking to us like we're Fred and George, which is pretty neat. There was a lot of people taking photos and everything, which is quite surreal, really. It's nice, but it's still surreal.
The Phelps, like the rest of the cast, say they're sad to leave Harry Potter behind.
It was very surreal, I think, on the last day to walk out. We had a great time doing this. The last day of filming was quite emotional for us, but it's kind of bittersweet. Like we're aware that it's coming to the end now, and what better way to go out than on the biggest high it has been.
Our work is done.
10 years in the making. And soon we'll see the last of Harry Potter. And in just moments, we'll show you an exclusive clip of the final movie. From the beginning, this story of a little boy who didn't know he was special has touched millions of people around the world. Why is it so successful?
I think it's due to a lot of things. We love an underdog. I think the world of J.K. Rowling is so meticulously thought out that people like me, who like to geek out about these things, can get wrapped up in the wizarding lore and the world, and it's so complete. I think we love that. We love magic. We love the idea of that. And it's a testament to just the brilliance of the writing.
What I really loved and what I think that people really love and why the stories are so enduring and why they touch so many people is because the characters are so real and flawed and beautiful and inspiring and lovable, just completely lovable.
As actors, crew members, and fans prepare themselves for the end of Harry Potter, a few statistics. In the past 10 years, Harry's famous lightning bolt scar has been applied to Daniel Radcliffe's forehead an estimated 2,000 times. 588 sets have been created. And Harry has gone through 160 pairs of glasses and some 70 magic wands. But as the final Potter film is about to open, all that is now history.
What was the last day like?
Very, very emotional. I remember I kind of wept like a child on that last day.
It was kind of like the last day of school, and I remember packing up the dressing room. It was very sad. We all cried. It was really, really bizarre.
As the cast moves on from Harry Potter, they share thoughts of their past and of their future.
It's definitely going to kind of be with me for the rest of my life, really. But yeah, I'm really just grateful to be a part of it. I've loved every day of it.
It's bittersweet. You know, it's really exciting to see what comes next. But it's definitely a big chapter closing.
And for Daniel Radcliffe, perhaps a chance for him to share his unusual childhood with his own children.
Do you want family someday?
Oh, God, yes, absolutely. I'm one of the... it's very strange. I'm one of the broodiest young men you will ever meet. I think also because I spent so much time around adults and I saw them all have kids.
You want children?
You know, oh, God, yeah, absolutely. Not just now, but I want kids and I want lots.
But you need someone else in order to have...
I need to get someone who's willing first, yeah.
Share a life with you.
I've got a girlfriend at the moment who I am very much in love with, so we'll see where that goes.
As we leave you tonight, here's your first look at a never-seen-before clip of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2.
How did you come by this sword?
It's complicated. Why did Bellatrix Lestrange think it should be in her vault at Gringotts?
It's complicated.
The sword presented itself to us in a moment of need. We didn't steal it.
There is a sword in Madame Lestrange's vault identical to this one, but it is a fake. It was placed there this past summer.
And she never suspected it was a fake?
The replica is very convincing. Only a goblin would recognize that this is the true sword of Gryffindor.
I need to get into Gringotts. Into one of the vaults.
It is impossible.
Alone, yes. But with you, no.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's special. Join us in October for another special that will, well, you will not soon forget. Let's just leave it that way. And we'll leave you this way. Good night.